The French are back at it again, but this time they are going to be joined by the Spanish, which is a very unlikely scenario. What is up, guys? My name is Kingston, and today we have a 4v4 NTW3 battle. This one was sent in by France CC, technically. He's part of an EC clan, and I know this team at least is all clan from the EC, and I think they have Hiller and another clan member on the other side. We can see at the end of the battle. But today we have some of the cores. We have, of course, Murat, Davout, Augereau, and then Romana. Romana. I'm going to say that's Romana. Which is odd. You know, you don't think you would see Spain with France, but actually there were some times where Spain was fighting with France. It's kind of cool, like, it speeds up for a second when they go across the road, just seeing how well the road transports. But anyway, they're not going to be bringing as much cav. I think they're bringing one for France, just because, you know, there's 3 Dragoons, 3 Cuirassiers, and a horse artillery, a 6-pounder for Murat. That is going to be the majority of the cav being brought. Now, Davout is bringing some Chasseurs Cheval, and that's about it for their cav. So does scouting cav. Augereau, I think, can only bring like 2 Chasseurs Cheval anyway. Yeah. Yep. And look at this, though, guys. Augereau is sending his army to the left. Now, I have played this army. In fact, last stream I played it. They have a fast-moving army. They have like L3, L4s, almost all. The artillery army a little slower, but still F4s. They have some L3s I see, but you can see it's a very fast army. So this army is going to be using this road and probably sneaking up here to take on the enemy, which, let's look at the enemy factions while we are waiting for this battle to go off. You have Sweden, the 4th Coalition. You have Hans Hendrik von Essen. We've seen him before. Karl von Brunswick. And Dmitry Dukurov and Frederick, the Prussian. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't say the points. So 2 Prussia, 1 Sweden, and 1 Russian. This will be a very interesting battle. The French definitely have an advantage when it comes to infantry and cavalry. Whenever you see this Corp played, I definitely feel worse for the Prussian-Russian side, as their units are not as good. Their units, the strength of this side, the 4th Coalition's strength is in a line battle, they are going to win. If they can get a standing line battle going, where the French can't do hard-hitting charges and flanking and outnumbering and singling them out, they are going to win a line battle. So the French are going to have to be very cautious fighting this coalition. They're going to have to hope to use their cav, use Murat to basically discombobulate, disconcert, throw a lot of confusion into the coalition lines. So I'm going to skip to where the battle actually starts, because obviously we don't want to sit here just listening to me ramble about factions and that sort. They are moving up, I think, to this 3-pointer, which is honestly the focal point. As you can see, the hill, it commands this area. So, yeah, I will see you in a second. Alright, guys, we are back, and the French are starting to spot a lot of cav. We have some Dragoons from the Russians. We have the Cuirassier Garde du Corps, and actually 2 Cuirassiers, and wait, is that 3? Holy cow, they brought a lot of heavy. Now, I don't know if the Prussians bring a cav corps. You guys maybe can tell me. I don't think they do. But if they do, well, this is it. I mean, this is so much heavy. Oh, the horse artillery already starting to blast them. And it's going to force them to fall back here. Although, let's say Russia's actually going in with some Dragoons here. Wanting to commit, maybe drive the battle. And not. This is going to be a lot of bluffing, guys. Murat is rushing up his cav now. And it looks like the coalition has decided they're going to push out and take this LOC early. Their infantry do move slower than the French, so they will actually have to fight to keep this. They're going to have to really fight. This horse artillery is, yikes. It's going to do some damage. That's why they're falling back. So if the French can get up their artillery, They have a commanding slope they can use all along here. Planting artillery, and they can keep forcing the enemy to fall back. On this side, they don't really have, artillery commanding the area yet. We have more cav now showing up over here. Has some hussars. The chasseurs cheval are probably going to meet them. We have Hans. Oh, we have some more. These, I believe, are the heavies for Sweden. They're like the carabinier kind of unit. And they are forming up here. They can hear the rumble of artillery, and they're inching forward, looking for where the fight is. These hussars are starting to move up. Where are they going? You got French moving to kind of meet them. And maybe they're going to commit. Maybe they're going to go in for some horse artillery. I was really hoping they would. Although, well, that's not going to work out very well. The cav for France is just really focusing down. You see Augereau still moving way over here. Spain is going to cross this field. They have some pretty slow moving units though, so it's going to take them a while. So it's on Davout, guys, and Murat. It's on Murat and Davout to hold this area. And I believe we're starting to see, yep, we have some artillery, infantry right here as well. So, they're getting close, guys. They are getting close, and Russia is maybe going to get a little too close here, and France is going to just start moving up with all of their cavalry here. They just got so much cav sitting right here. Yeah, they're gonna fall back though. Oh, now we have a 8-pounder moving up. They have the chasseurs cheval guarding them. I always like how the hussars have that little jacket they like toss over their shoulder. I don't see any hussars on this side, but it looks so cool. Oh, we got some French. These cav may actually, from Augereau, they may do some real crucial charges here. If they catch one of these players, that's probably marching right through here right now. They can maybe catch some artillery out. Still not a whole lot happening. The infantry are now advancing, and they are going to actually beat Davout. I am very surprised. But the artillery is just going to be killer. Now, all the times I've seen this map, guys, it's always been the same. There's always an advance on this 3-pointer and always a fight raging around it. Although I played this battle, and we actually fought all over here. It was actually over here and then over here, so it can change. But usually, this 3-pointer is where you advance and where the attack happens. Now, like I said, if Prussia, unless they lose their artillery, the artillery could change the course of this battle, but in a line fight, I think Prussia can win if they can keep their morale up, double stacking their lines, doing that sort of thing. But they are going to fall back because by themselves, if they get all their players together, all their armies together, I think they can take them. They have more infantry. But the problem is they may be going in piecemeal right now, and that could be harmful. Look, there's some cavalry over here that was fighting. And guys, Augereau is way over here. I wonder what his game is. What his plan is, because he is far from the battle. And if all of the coalition is converging on this location, you have a Spanish army, you have Davout, and you have Murat, which, don't get me wrong, that is a formidable, formidable fight. But if all four meet in this area, you definitely could feel the weight of the coalition here. Setting up in a defensive line, we've seen this before. Just maybe waiting to see who's going to fight. We have cav or artillery, horse artillery, yeah. I almost said cav guns, which is technically correct, but horse artillery here, going to be shooting. Going after some of these line infantry here. And already the we got some skirmishers who are going to get shot. Or charged, maybe? Okay, no, they're not. Surprisingly, they did not commit, and they just got volleyed for their troubles by a bunch of skirmishers. We got the Russians now forming up on the flank. Davout is going to have the time of his life fighting. As you know, there is probably another Prussian army coming up this road. Right here, they have their artillery setting up, their 6-pounder. We have probably Sweden over here that Spain's probably going to have to fight. And yeah, this artillery battle is going to go off. Very, very awesome. So they've taken the LOC. And I'm sorry guys if I paused there, that was kind of weird. I was just like, man, have I seen this battle before? But, you know, you start watching so many and eventually you're going to see some that are similar. Yeah, so Prussia is now going to advance to the attack. France is going to try holding them here. And looks like also France is starting to send some of their cav to the flank. Davout's second line of reinforcements has shown up, and Davout does bring a lot of men, guys. He is going to make up a lot, but their grenadiers are really getting focused by this horse artillery. And unfortunately, this battle is going to be probably more artillery dueling than anything else. But look at the full weight now of this army showing up. My goodness.
We have killed their general, sir. Now they've
this is what I was talking about, guys. The chasseurs from Augereau sneaking in, getting some hits. Whenever I see enemies starting to branch off like that, you know they're going to try to make a quick hitting attack. And they broke the Prussian general. That is a problem. Prussia depends on their general to keep their morale up. Their morale is going to be terrible. And they're not going to hold the line fight as well. But it looks like Prussia is advancing over here. This is not going to go well for them unless they have some backup morale. Hopefully Prussia bug isn't, you know, broken. There we go. Woo! Yeah, get the volleys going. Now this French line is going up. They're going to fight. They have some skirmishing happening over here, as well as France deciding to make a move. I mean, they haven't done a whole lot of scouting, but they have to know that one of the armies is not close. I mean, at this point, you would see Augereau if, you know, he was here. Now, the artillery placement for Davout and Murat, and hopefully Spain, is going to start really forcing back this Prussian line. As you can see, they're focusing on some really good quality Prussian infantry. Really good quality Prussian infantry. They're going to keep advancing, though. The roll of musket fire is not going to hurt or stop them. Oh, we got some skirmishers who fell back here. Artillery setting up over here. They have some cav back here to make sure that no one tries to flank them. Oh, we got some Prussians getting charged. And it has already started. Murat already starting off this battle. And he's going to start trying to go for the line here, as Spain is engaging. So he's flanking around, starting to take them on. They're rushing up more troops. Sweden's going to come on the flank. The cav over here, by the way, they know that Augereau is way over here. So that's a problem now. The Prussians are probably going to start pushing. They know that it's just Davout over here with the infantry. Russia going hardcore for France. France is going to have to throw in some of their reserves. Over here we got a cuirassier charge here, trying to deal with these dragoons, because these dragoons have just done so much damage to this line here. And now Prussia's going to try to rush in more infantry here, maybe before France can throw in their infantry. Also, Russia sent in their grenadiers with Prussia's grenadiers to take this LOC. We got some cav now rushing in, going against guys that cannot form square here. This could be really bad, but these cuirassiers are getting shot to pieces. Oh, they're getting femmed now, unfortunately. And like I said, it's hard to catch this sometimes. It's hard to catch this if you're focusing somewhere else, because the infantry just automatically start doing it. But this line battle, guys, is just going and going. We have some infantry here gonna maybe get charged by some. The Spanish are gonna get charged here. Yep, get charged by some cuirassiers. And the cav charges are going back and forth here. Prussia really struggling on this side to go against them. Russia over here, though, is making a massive push on the flank, trying to avoid these artillery placements. But Prussia is starting to really get hurt here. They may have to send in some of their reserves. Sweden is now pushing on the flank. They're probably going to have to fight Augereau. And Prussia's actually going to be making a decent push probably on Spain. Spain and Prussia have the same type of morale. Oh, what? What? He died. How could this happen? How could this happen? So Prussia did lose, and looks like actually the Russians got their infantry out of there just in time, because they were getting charged in the back by some grenadiers from France. And now they are going to renew this assault here. Russia still pushing for the flank here, forcing Davout to fall back. Murat has some cav hanging on the flank. But Russia wisely sending their units that can form square on this flank. So Russia is going to start pouring in those volleys. Over here we got a massive push of cav. No, infantry now. Going to work hand in hand with the cavalry here. Oh my goodness. France, I mean, yeah, this is French ally. The Spanish are in trouble. You can see the units are getting shot to pieces here. And guys, the UK, or not the UK, but the Swedish have not even really engaged yet. Neither has the other French player. They did. It looks like they did try attacking the artillery, and the Chasseurs Cheval saved them. And now they're going to fall back, hoping maybe to take out Murat. Maybe he can do some damage. I'm not seeing a whole lot of Murat so far in this game. Murat has to really be aggressive here. You can see these cuirassiers from Prussia just running in with the infantry, making them, if they're going to form square, they're going to get hit hard. Oh man, this is going to look nasty. Murat is sending over their cuirassiers over here, and now it is a mass of just infantry and cav fighting. Looks like cuirassiers from Prussia are going to rush back in.
Our men are running, sir.
As Spain is definitely going to be struggling over here, guys. France still just shooting it out with the Russians. Now, Prussia does have a double-stacked line. They're going to hold them around. They can stay in this fight for a long time. They are really focusing on the weak part of France, which is Spain. Spain, they're trying. In fact, they're doing a decent job of holding here. We got Prussia and Sweden on the flank here. More cav rushing in. They're trying to maybe make a break as Prussia's line has become non-existent on this side. But now here comes France, guys. France coming to the flank. Sweden is going to have to fight that flank. They're not going to really be able to pour in here. And yep, Murat's is going to keep funneling in troops. So is the coalition. And it looks like they are disengaging on the Russian side. Prussia also disengaging because their flank could become exposed. But this cav fight, it's just a bunch of cavs fighting it out. We got some infantry, of course, over here. Some of that formed square. Cav fighting them. Sweden did lose some infantry. Oh man, they got some excellent volleys going in from the trees. Alright, enough with that. So, this battle is becoming a problem for this coalition now, as they're using this melee to kind of rush troops both ways. We do have a square that is getting charged by infantry here. And like I said, guys, the fight is disengaged on this side. It's wholly over here in the amount of cavalry. They're going to pull their cav out, of course, though, because they do not want to exhaust and lose their cavalry. Although over here it's still going strong. Let's see if I can sneak in these trees and see what's happening here. We have some Swedish troops gonna probably get flanked here by the French. Got more French cav now rushing in. This is Murat. Oh my goodness! Look at the howitzers firing. And Spain is trying. They are getting a lot of help from their ally. They are trying to reform here, getting a panned out view of the battle. France is pushing, and Sweden is like, guys, I can't. I gotta fall back. We still got the Chasseur Cheval way in the back lines, and now they're gonna go for some Swedish guns. And this is something really to guard. That's why you always leave cav with your guns, guys. Always. Because this could hurt this line battle right here, and it's not gonna do much now. The Prussians are now looking like they're engaging the Spanish, who are going to push on the flank, as Prussia is falling back over here. All the infantry falling back. So there is a gap that the Spanish could utilize. But yeah, this artillery placement over here probably is going to have to reform up to be able to fire into this other French army that is just pushing like crazy. Swedish trying to get out of a pincer movement, trying to make sure they don't lose their infantry here. Prussia is still fighting this fight. I would not say there's anyone definitively winning. What Murat needs to do is tell their ally, Davout, to move up, and he will force these guys into square, and then you just charge them. It is easy. It always works. Always works. But France is a very good line. I mean, it's more of an L shape now, but they are holding. Prussia in the center is still holding, so long as their ally can hold against France, which they are not really making a stand yet. They are still falling back. I know there's artillery over here,
is soon to be yours,
which could be turned to face the French here. And you can see the French perspective. They are just pushing. They have a lot of infantry just pushing, and that long flank worked out. That's how gorgeous is that? You know? Oh my goodness, I can't even zoom. I just wanted to get a cool, real fast shot, and it can't even do that. So the French are going to start pushing on the flank, and it's going to turn the whole flank. Spain is going to start following up on this weak point for Prussia. Like I said, Sweden is probably going to want to run back to their guns for Prussia and fight from there. Now it looks like oh, okay. So yeah, this is working for them. The French are running down the infantry. Actually, they lost their infantry general for Russia. Yeah, that is unfortunate. I would definitely say the harder core to play would be this Prussian-Russian coalition. They definitely have more challenge. It's a lot tougher for them. Having played both sides once, or not once, but you know, only a few times. That's my opinion. You guys can disagree if you want, but Prussia just is out. And here comes the cab charge. Going in. Poor Prussia is going to get hit once again. Maybe they can hold this time. They are volleying right into them, but Spain is using it to bayonet charge. Yeah, all out bayonet charge, guys. And that actually may break Prussia. That may do it. And there is a mass breakage from Prussia. Sending in the cab first to kind of shield your infantry from being able to just make a really good charge. Now we have some Murat cuirassiers going against some square formations. France should be pushing up their infantry to support this square. Russia, ooh. France is going to go against other Prussian infantry because look at this. They are just running. Mass breakage here. And unfortunately, I'd say this battle is probably going to be over here. Prussia has basically been broken. 2 factions down, 2 left against 4 factions. Although Spain is basically gone. But Spain's the only one that's gone. Although maybe Murat is going to lose a lot of cav here as he was going against some square formations. Davout not able to follow it up with some decisive charges. And now it may look like we got some Prussian cav going in. Oh my goodness. They're emptying so many saddles here. And they're going to fall back. Now, the French armies are pretty healthy still, guys. This side is just a mess. Now, Sweden is trying to hold, but their flank is going to keep getting turned. As this cav is just going to start pushing. Prussia doesn't have very much really to defend. They're going to get charged in melee here. And they're going to break. And Sweden's going to have to keep forming up. These Carabiniers are just going to keep pressing forward and bayonet charging the line. And, oh my goodness, Sweden is just, they just didn't have a chance once the cav went in. And this battle, except for Russia, just is going to have to commit here. I want to see a battle where these corps win, you know, the Prussian-Russian corps. They don't win very often in this corps. You guys can prove me wrong by sending me a replay. But yeah, Russia is gonna collapse. Actually, Davout could be more offensive here. Offensive, not offensive. Come on. Sweden still desperately standing by these buildings, but I'm afraid this battle is probably gonna be over now. The coordinated infantry and cav charge over here that Spain and France did. That is how you have to do it if you're gonna try to destroy a line. Because I guarantee you, if Spain had charged by themselves, they would have broken. They would have been instantly evaporated and broken. So you send cav in first, it forces infantry into squares, it forces them to volley first, and then your cav takes the brunt of it, of course, but your infantry will get to do their job. Look at this cheeky horse artillery from Murat. Look of all the cheek, you know. They're like, oh, we're gonna set up right here. And the Prussians are like, guys, are we gonna do something about this? I'm like, oh yes, sir. I suppose we could do something about this. Got some friendly fire going in too. These grenadiers were totally firing right into the artillery. Traitors. Just kill their men. So now I think they're just kind of cleaning up whoever is left, and Russia is going to probably, yeah, just keep pushing. Davout, I'm surprised it's just taking him head on, you know? You can take him head on, it's okay. This is where you just zoom out, and I just sit here because nothing's happening over there. They've broken the army. So France is just reforming. Russia just keeps pushing. I mean, at a certain point, you gotta fight because the rest of the French army is coming. This is a tactical retreat situation, guys. This is where a tactical retreat would be a realistic thing. I mean, your army's intact still, you know? Too bad you couldn't just end the battle and be like, I'm doing a tactical retreat. You get bonus points for it. That would force people to attack you, you know? But you have to, like, survive for so many minutes before it happens. You hit it and it says so-and-so is doing a tactical retreat. And then, you know, you have to start attacking them because their men are going to start withdrawing. And at a certain time point, then boom, you lost. You lost credit. It's not a total defeat. It's not a smart... It's like, you know, putting salt on the wounds. Or balm on the wounds if you're losing, I guess. Murat is not here, though. So this cav is gonna do some damage to this French line. In fact, oh no, Davout himself, Nicholas. France is gonna try to do something. Not France. Russia's gonna try doing something fancy here. To pop the map off his. Wait, was there something else happening? Was there another fight? I mean, you got Swedish doing a small fight. Sorry, I missed the action. I'm missing the action right now. Yep, bayonet charge going in, and look at this. It's a small win for Russia and Prussia, but, you know, a win nonetheless. Russia's just gonna keep running and running and running. Look at this.
Our men are running for it.
Davout is really feeling the hurt here. The French lost a ton here. Russia made a big push. Now France does have part of their line here still, but Russia, dang, Russia. They just broke like so much French. So many French units just broke. These poor guys getting shelled. I mean, look at these guys. There's 18 left from 47. But now the line battle's going to keep going. It's just shooting now. And Russia is going to fall back here. Prolonging, maybe going for an LOC. Who knows? Who knows? Oh my goodness, I didn't even see this Prussian cav charged in, took out the Spanish general. You know, the Spanish are going to try to avenge him, but they're probably going to be a little shooken up. French now going to start their advance. They're like, we've had enough of this. See the Russians way in the back. Oof. That our howitzers are gonna, well, probably not do a ton of kills, but, you know, it's gonna hurt. And this battle is just basically for fun at this point. They're just falling back. Not sure where to exactly, but they're gonna just fall back. As France is gonna move the brunt of their army. Who are these guys even killing? Oh, they're just shooting running away troops. Yeah, he's got a massive army. Eight advancing. As I'm sure you know. Look at that. It's like red looking sun. And actually, I mean, the Russians are losing, but they are taking down a lot of French with them. A lot of French with them. Rip. They did what they could. They did what they could. But yeah, they're gone. That should be the battle. I think there's a small force over here, just guns mainly. See, these artillery could have been used so much better in the other. I mean, 2 7 guns? Oh my gosh, they could have been used. That is such a pity. If they had been able to get up, and they're slow, but that is so much money. That was probably thrown away. That could have been used on infantry, or, I mean, if they moved the artillery up, imagine the tide-turning artillery play, you know? I'm going to fast forward here because it's just a last stand at this point on the hill. And there's a lot of Prussians still here. I mean, they're weak, but... Oh my gosh. You guys, they are using grape shot and just slaughtering these French. They just slaughtered. Those are war crimes right there. They just destroyed 2 units on the 13E. Oh my gosh. What a life of a regiment story that would be. You know, they fight in the whole battle just to be slaughtered by artillery. Oh my goodness. This artillery could have been used so much better. Oh, if only they'd been in the battle. My goodness, they could have turned the tide. Maybe not. Maybe they would have gotten charged by Murat. You never know. Alright, guys. So I do a lot of fast forwarding. There was an artillery that got destroyed, or artillery that took a while to actually get destroyed by the French. But yeah, you guys see the deployments and losses. Russia, actually, this is something I see a lot with this Corps, is that there's not a lot. They don't bring a lot. His player's the only player that brought more than the French. Now the French brought almost more than most of these people. You can see 21, 27, 15. So he brought more than only one of them. But good battle. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you would like to see your own replay featured on my channel, you can send it to me through Discord, or I have an email that I check from time to time. So, yeah. You guys stay safe. I will catch you all in another video.